Good morning and welcome to the ADS Securities Markets Update. Beginning with the Asian session today, as always, the Asian equities advanced across the board today on the back of the U.S. jobs report on Friday, which came in much better than expected. Beginning with New Zealand figures today, manufacturing sales fell by 1.2% in the third quarter of this year, comparing to another decline of 2.3% in the second quarter. And this is also the second quarterly decline in a row not seen since mid-2012. In Japan, the economy figures came in with mixed outcome as well. First of all, the final GDP reading has been revised down further towards minus 0.5% in the third quarter of this year, down from a minus 0.4%, while the estimates were, despite the fact that the estimates were to be revised up toward minus 0.1% only. However, the current account surplus almost doubled toward 0.95 trillion yen in October from 0.41 trillion yen in September, while the estimates were to rise slightly toward 46 trillion yen only. And this is also the highest surplus since October of 2011. Finally, in China, the trade balance surplus posted the highest surplus on a record, reaching as high as 54.5 billion in November, up from 45.4 billion in October, while the estimates were to decline slightly toward 44.3 billion. As for the European session today, we will be waiting for 4 economic releases across the session from Germany, the Eurozone and Switzerland, which may have a notable impact on the markets. Beginning with Germany, the industrial production is expected to rise by 0.2% in October, comparing to another rise of 1.4% in September, which would be also the second monthly increase in a row. In the Eurozone, the Sentix Investor Confidence is expected also to rise slightly toward minus 9.9 in December, up from minus 11.9 in November, which would be also the fourth monthly reading, or remains below, or the fourth monthly reading below the zero barrier. In Switzerland, the CPI is expected to remain unchanged or stable with no change, while the year-over-year may decline by 0.1% in November, which would be the first decline in 2 months. Finally, the retail sales also in Switzerland for the year-over-year is expected to rise by 0.9% in October, comparing to another rise of 0.3% in September, which would be the third monthly increase in a row. Going forward to the U.S. session today, no economic figures will be released from the U.S. However, the effect from the better than expected jobs report is likely to continue across the day. In Canada, the housing start is expected to rise again toward 201,000 in October, up from 184,000 in September, which would be the highest reading since October of 2012. Finally, the building permits is expected to rise by 2.1% in October, comparing to another rise of 12.7% in September, which would be the second monthly increase in a row. This is it for today. You can follow us on our social media sites, Twitter, Facebook and YouTube, to get the latest economic releases, reports and analysis. Thank you for watching.